What's up? Yo. Alright, we're gonna ride today. Sport bike, sport bike, sport bike. Nope. Let's do something different today. Oh man. Next time. What? Ducati Panigale 1199? Yeah, not today. Well, look what I found. Looks like this we'll be doing our first ride and review on today. Stay tuned. What's up everybody, it's me Eric B, and I'm currently at Flip My Cycle here in Fayetteville, North Carolina, and I'm going to be doing a first ride and review on this 2010 Honda Fury. Now the Honda Fury to me is kind of unique because it is one of the first production style choppers that was made by a manufacturer, that being Honda. So this thing is absolutely gorgeous. I like the blue color because it matches my face shield, and let's turn around real quick just to see what she sounds like. Oh yeah. This thing has a nice rumble to it. So, this thing is equipped with a single overhead cam V-twin, pushing out about 1312 cc's. So we're looking at around 57 horsepower with about 79 foot-pounds of torque, somewhere in there in the specs. This thing has 5 speeds, and it uses a drive shaft instead of your standard chain or belt. Overall, this thing is just amazing looking for a cruiser, and this is going to be my first time being on a chopper or a cruiser style bike. As you all know, I'm a sport bike guy myself, so I'm gonna get this thing out on the road, test out the handling, talk about that a little bit, and the power, and we'll go from there. So let's get to it. Alright guys, let's get this thing on the road. There's some guys testing out some bikes behind us. Oh yeah. Alright, so this is going to be getting some used to on this ride because I'm used to riding sport bikes, so I gotta lean and turn a little bit differently. Oh yeah. I'm so used to when I take off, I just want to put my feet back, but I gotta remember to put them forward. Oh yeah, the exhaust sounds good. So far, this thing is comfortable, I'll tell you that much. That's what these bikes are for. Take them on long road trips and stuff like that. Have a nice comfy seat, a nice ride position. The handlebars are upright. You're not, crouched over, wrists and arms getting tired, back getting tired. Alright, so the tack on this is pretty simple, pretty basic. Nice little analog tack here. Has things just like your odometer and trip setting and stuff like that. I don't see a fuel gauge or anything. I think it's just like with any other bike, you'll see the gas light come on there. And then right here there's a couple of little spots for some lights so you can see like the neutral setting and stuff like that. Go get him, Tiger. Right away, not too bad. This thing has a ton of torque because it is a cruiser style bike, and most of your cruisers and choppers, that's what they're built for. These big V twins, you know, 1300 cc's, it's going to have a lot of bottom end grunt, a lot of torque. So usually the horsepower rating is low, but the torque is pretty high for, you know, for a motorcycle, you know, in the 70s and the 80s, as far as the foot-pounds of torque goes. So I believe I said this thing has 57 horsepower and about 79 foot-pounds of torque. And it puts it down pretty well. I mean, you know, you get on the throttle and it's not super laggy or anything. And I think these older bikes, since this is a 2010, I believe it does have a carburetor. Correct me if I'm wrong. I'm pretty sure that's what I read in the specs. But overall, just riding on the highway and everything, it has plenty of power, you know, to get you out of any situation. And then I'm just chilling, just laid back cruising. This is awesome. Now this is a heavier bike, so stopping is a lot different from a sport bike. I think this thing comes in at around anywhere between 650 and 680 pounds. But yeah, this is a much heavier bike than a sport bike. It's not so heavy that like you can't, you know, center it up and lean it back and forth. But just be aware, you know, it's a little bit heavier bike to handle. Shift's pretty good, brakes are good. Let's talk about the handling right quick. So the handling on this bike, most people are going to think that it's not going to handle all that well, or it's going to be hard to turn because of the longer wheelbase and everything, and it's heavier. That's not the case with this bike. Think of it more as a chopper meets a softail. This thing actually maneuvers quite well. It feels pretty light. Like it's flickable. I can move it around with no problem. So if that is something that some of you are thinking about or being turned away on this bike because if you think it's going to be too heavy or you think it's not going to handle well, let me tell you, it does. Yeah, you guys might see that I only have one mirror on here. They had to do a repair on this one real quick, so I think they got one in the back they're going to put back on. You know what? I might end up being a chopper guy one day. Never know. Give up the sport bike life and be comfortable when I ride. All right, so we kind of went through the handling and everything, and I just wanted to stress to you guys that the handling on this thing is pretty good. Like I said, this is my first cruiser style bike that I've ridden, so I don't have anything else really to compare it to right now. But for me, just first time riding a bike like this, I think it's pretty good. This V-twin, it's got some torque. And once you ride it, after about 5 or 10 minutes of riding it, you know, if you're coming from a different style of bike, you get used to this thing pretty quick. I believe this exhaust is aftermarket. I don't think the stock one sounds as growly. Growly? Is that a word? Growly? I feel like a man when I ride this bike. Not that I don't feel like a man riding any other bike other than the Honda Monkey. Honda series of bikes so far has impressed me, and I've not been a Honda guy at all, but I am definitely changing my tune. Alright, see what she can do here a little bit. Oh yeah. Not too bad. Nice. Yeah, so there is a lot more wind in my face compared to when I'm on any type of sport bike or anything. I feel like I gotta hang on a little bit more when, you know, once you get well over 70 miles an hour. This bike is built for someone who wants a chopper style bike or cruiser without having to pay crazy amounts of money to get one of those custom choppers made. And I know those are expensive, and there's probably some other brands out there that I'm not really sure of. I don't know if Harley makes one that's like this. Seriously? But this thing is beautiful. Like, the styling of it is nice. All the chrome, the nice paint and everything, and you don't have to pay an arm and a leg for it. So I think that's what's pretty awesome about this bike. Let's see what the horn sounds like on this thing. Had to have some pros and cons on this bike. I don't know, man. I really don't have any cons, because I haven't had any other cruisers to ride to compare this thing to. I think it rides smooth. It's comfortable. You can take it on a long trip and not worry about getting tired. The torque and everything on this thing is really strong. It's got a strong motor. The sound is awesome. And yeah, I don't know, guys. That's all my pros. I really don't have any cons for this bike. Nice little first ride. I actually love this thing. And if you guys are looking to get a Fury, see the guys over here at Flip My Cycle. I just want to thank them again for allowing me to do a first ride and review on one of their bikes. This thing has been kind of a joy to ride, a little bit different, but be sure to like and subscribe. Leave me a comment down in the comment section below. Let me know what you guys think about this bike. Like I said, I know I do a lot of sport bikes, but I think I'm going to start doing more cruisers. I'm going to do some Harleys and stuff like that. Kind of change it up a bit, you know? I know there's more than just sport bike riders out there, so. And I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.